When it comes to your Uber ride, are staffers at Uber virtually going along for the ride? At Uber, it was reportedly called the God View. And it was said to let Uber employees get the location of every car along with its passengers at any given moment. New York Magazine says that whole God View has been renamed the Heaven View. Comes from an age discrimination lawsuit by Ward Spangenberg. He's a former forensic investigator for Uber, and he says he raised concerns about security and got canned. He alleges that the company's employees have checked out the location of celebrities, as well as ex-boyfriends, ex-girlfriends, and spouses. Stuff that, if true, would make those people very, very uncomfortable. Joining me again, David Schwartz and Joey Jackson. So guys, real quickly, one of the things that the complainant has said in his lawsuit is that Uber's lack of security regarding its customer data was resulting in Uber employees being able to track high-profile politicians and celebrities and even personal acquaintances of Uber employees, including ex-boyfriends, girlfriends, and ex-spouses. He also said that Uber routinely deleted files which were subject to litigation. Yeah. That's pretty scary stuff, if you think about it. The safety of us riders.
Yeah, well, this doesn't surprise me. Uber violates laws all over this country. They violate the rights of passengers. There are safety issues with passengers all over the place. And the fact that they would engage in this behavior of tracking people and using their information against them, it's just unconscionable.
However,
and they get away with it.
Full disclosure.
Yeah.
You do have litigation that you have done in the past against Uber, so we do need to let everybody know that you have done that.
Remember that a complaint is an allegation. I will say this, okay? So we cannot assume that those facts are true.
Absolutely.
I will say that technology is a blessing and a curse. And for my part, I think Uber does a very effective job in certainly getting me around to any place I need to get around. I am, however, concerned about the information, what they do with the information, and, of course, what could potentially happen to people. Actually, you talked about, what, ex-boyfriends and ex-girlfriends and spouses. You know, look, we talked about the story where someone's lit on fire. People out there, what's going to be the civil liability of Uber if this information gets in the wrong hands?
They need to be regulated. They need to be regulated like every other transportation
I just want to make sure everyone knows that Uber has had a public response to this lawsuit, and it says, defendant generally denies each and every allegation contained in plaintiff's complaint. Generally denies. So I think there's more to this as we get through it. But I want to bring in Ari Zoldan, who's the CEO of Quantum Networks and Technology. He's a technology expert. So Ari, one of the reasons I wanted to ask you to join this conversation was because this is a suit against Uber. But as I started to think about the number of people I have let into my digital life, I get these push notifications saying, you're 1 minute away from your favorite latte, Ashleigh. Yeah. Oh, by the way, did you know this product is on sale at this drugstore and you're just around the corner? Those companies all have employees too.
They'll have data, Ashleigh, you are correct. And guys, I do understand your concern from a legal perspective, but you did say technology is both a curse and a blessing. It's 99.9%, though, a blessing, and I'm a big advocate of the tech community.
I would completely disagree.
Oh, come on.
Completely disagree.
You have a phone? No,
in
come on.
so many ways. It's advanced us, but it certainly can be used for purposes which are untoward and illegal.
That's the exception. Hold on. That's the exception. That's the 1% where, yeah, you have issues. You have people at Uber. You have Uber employees that are spying on data, but that's not the culture.
Well, that's an allegation.
That's an allegation, and that's not the culture of the tech community in general. Just, you know, again,
it's the culture of Uber, though.
It is not. It is not the culture of Uber. I can tell you. Have you ever used Uber? Have you ever used Uber?
Have you? I would never use Uber, but I know people that use Uber.
I use Uber.
And are they concerned?
Look at the lawsuits all over this country. This company has disregarded the laws of the country. They've disregarded the laws.
They're doing so much good. There's always going to be issues, but they're doing good.
No one can hear when two people are talking at once. There's only one line out. But I do want to ask this, Ari, as a consumer of lots of things and lots of apps, and I just sort of assume a lot of times that if I'm engaging with a company, especially if it's a big name company that I recognize, I'm safe from people tracking my movements, and maybe I shouldn't be. Should I be doing things differently? Should I be turning apps off? And if I do, is that enough?
So you should be aware. There's no question. I think, you know, every time you go online, the moment that you're connected onto the internet, there's a level of exposure. whether you're on Facebook or you're checking in, you know, to LinkedIn or to Instagram, wherever you are, there's an element of exposure over there. You have to be comfortable with it. And it is certainly, it's a buyer beware situation because data is being collected on a second-by-second movement, and people are collecting that data, so you do have to be aware of
I
that.
have to leave it there, guys, but very spirited, may I say. Thank you.
David loves
I think
Uber,
we'll do this story again.
We're going wrestling after.
I love
Why
that you
wait?
respect
I
me.
love it. No, it's great.
Respectfully disagree. So these three adorable guests of mine are very unlike the football fans that I'm about to show you. And listen, I get it. Football fans are often very passionate, very excited about their teams. But this was a disagreement beyond the pale. It got as physical as the play did on the field. I would actually dare say it got a heck of a lot more physical than what they were doing on the field. Take a look.